Part of our evening, the Nevada Labor Hall of Fame Awards. These awards recognize individuals who have dedicated their lives to making Nevada a fairer place and have been tireless advocates for Nevada's labor movement. Our first honoree is the first journalist to be inducted into the CESAR Nevada Labor Hall of Fame. Dennis Myers came to Nevada at the age of 5, attended Reno High School and the University of Nevada, Reno, go Pack. He left journalism for 1 year to serve as Deputy Secretary of State. What a great place. Under my Democratic predecessor, who is a legend in herself, Frankie Sue Del Papa. Dennis passed away from a stroke at the age of 70 in 2019. He was quickly inducted into the Barbed Wire Columnist Hall of Fame and the Nevada Press Association Hall of Fame. If you are a hockey fan, go Knights, tonight completes a hat trick for a journalist who has been called by his colleagues Nevada's greatest of all time. Here to accept his award is Dennis's high school and college classmate, former Reno City Attorney and Justice Court Judge Patricia Lynch.
Thank you, Cisco. Good evening. I'm really honored to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of Dennis, who was a good friend of mine. We went to college together and we hung out together. I'm also really pleased to accept it because it's the CESAR CHAVEZ Award. As a college student, I boycotted grapes dutifully, as most of us did. And then when I graduated from law school in 1973, I actually applied for a job with California Rural Legal Assistance, CRLA, and most of you probably don't know who they were. But they were winning major legal victories for CHAVEZ and the farm workers, to the point that Nixon eventually started defunding legal aid. I actually applied for a job there and didn't get it because those were highly coveted and sought after positions. So I wasn't hired there, but I still boycotted the grapes. Anyway, in my years as city attorney and as a judge, I often ended up on the other side of the interview with Dennis Myers. And even though he was a friend, he still was very tenacious and really good, but it was always fair. So I never feared meeting with him that my words would be twisted or anything like that, because he was a fair journalist. He was after the truth, and that's what we need. He was a great journalist, and in the opinion of some of the press and some of his peers, he was the best that Nevada ever produced. His thorough knowledge of the issues and his intelligence were given. What made him outstanding were his senses, his sense of history, his sense of fairness, and his sense of humanity. If you remember when he was at Channel 2 and Channel 8, he did a lot of reporting, and his reports almost always left you wishing that there was something more that he could say. He paid high prices for his steely integrity. He fought hard in television news planning meetings to cover stories he knew were important. He did have his share of bad luck. The Truckee River took his house away and caused him to lose many of his books and research files for his daily emailed almanac. He distributed the almanac free to everyone who wanted it and produced it in addition to his reporting duties. Great writers are impelled to write, and Dennis was indeed a great writer. One of his almanac editions, posted at NevadaLabor.com, became an internet sensation when a decades-old crime report he noted suddenly resurfaced as part of a national story. Dennis's almanac was the only historical source online. When his colleagues at the Reno News and Review found him after the stroke that took him from us, they noted the sparseness of his surroundings. Most of his possessions were books, which were later sold for local charities as Sundance Books. At his request, his ashes were spread at Pyramid Lake. Dennis Meyer's fairness and professionalism as a reporter and writer are why I am so honored to be here tonight, and why he so richly deserves induction as the first journalist inducted into the CESAR CHAVEZ Nevada Labor Hall of Fame. A giant once passed this way, and I was proud to have known him, and I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of his family. Thank you.